What's up, guys? My name is Riley, aka Pokemon Trader. I've been collecting and investing since about 2014 or so. I've been doing it longer than 99% of other people in the space. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, this video helps you, please like and comment, subscribe if you think I've earned it. It really does help. I know everybody says it, but it really does actually help. So on to the video. This is going to be a bit more of like a rant style video in my how to start investing series, right? The last time we talked about getting as much money together as you can, buying as much of one product as you can, in as much packaging as you can. And I, of course, talked about all the reasons for that in the other video. You can check that out on my channel. But for this one, it's going to be primarily about buying sealed product, right? A lot of people in the investing space do different things, but everyone who has been doing this a long time and is successful at it, right? We're talking about someone like Nostalgianomics, Rudy from Alpha Investments. They primarily focus on sealed investing. There are two sayings in the investing space that I live by, and that is sealed is king, booster boxes are king. And so I try to pick up those items, sealed booster boxes, as much as I can. Now, right now with where the market is, it's a little bit more difficult, especially for these hyper-modern sets, right? The ones that are still in the print window and just recently came out, like Destined Rivals, Prismatic Evolutions, Mega Evolution, and Phantasmal. All of these sets are incredibly difficult to find in booster box form, let alone in a case. Now, you can pick them up easily on the secondary market if you want to drop $400 to $450 for a single Destined Rivals booster box. Now, that might be a good deal in a year. We don't know. But as of right now, it just seems inflated. So even with the crazy rise in pricing for modern booster boxes, some of them are still good pickups, right? The older you go, you get outside the 2-year print window, like Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, it starts to get really expensive. But Sword and Shield, there are still some really good pickups in there for booster boxes if you have the money. But this video isn't just about booster boxes. It's also just about picking up any kind of sealed. Right? A lot of sealed just does really well over time. Now we're talking the 2 to 10 year, really more of the 5-year range. Products do really well. Anything that's sealed does really well. Now within that 2-year time frame, things can be incredibly volatile. And that's just how it is because there's restocks, reprints, new drops, this and that happen within it. And that same thing goes for singles collecting and investing as well. But I typically shy away from that unless it's a card I got myself, I pulled it, or maybe I got it in a collection and I graded it myself and it comes back a 10, then I might keep it and hold it for long term. I do have a couple of those right now. I have a couple I just found in my binder recently. I had completely forgotten that I even had them. I don't even remember if I pulled them or if I just bought them on the secondary market, but it was the Umbreon V Alt Art and the Dragonite Alt Art from Evolving Skies. I found them in my binder randomly because back in whatever 2021, I decided it would be a good idea to master set Evolving Skies. So I ripped a bunch of sleeved boosters that I found in Walmart, etc., and got nowhere near completing it. So I don't remember if I actually pulled those, like I said, or if I bought them on the secondary market like TCG Player. But either way, I found them in my binder, graded them, and they both came back 10s, as you can see here. So barring those few examples of why you might pick up singles, if you grade them yourself, that can always be a great play, right? You can get a $50 card, grade it. If it comes back a 10, it could be worth $500. So that's a no-brainer. Of course, do that when you see it. But in general, when we're just going out and buying products, when I'm investing, I'm not going on to TCG Player or eBay and just buying singles. That's not how I'm operating. And that's probably not how you should operate if you're looking to invest. Investing, you want it to be the least risky as possible. And let's be honest, we're already in the collectible space and we're already in the Pokemon space. So there's a certain amount of risk implicit in this as you go forward. So any way you can alleviate some risk, the better. So why is sealed a less risky option than singles, and why is it a better investment? And the reason is just because simply with singles, you're only ever going to have more singles come out into the population, more on the pop report through PSA or BGS. And with sealed, it's the exact opposite, right? As these sets get a little bit older, we have nostalgia kicking in with them, but also they're being ripped constantly. And despite what you might see on YouTube or the Poke Investing subreddit or Discord, most people are not keeping their products sealed. And most people, even the ones that are sealed collectors and investors, are just going to rip their product when the bear market comes, right? So give it a year or 2 years, whatever it is. They'll have a few loose items in their collection and they'll just go, what's the point? I'm just going to rip it. So all the sealed product is only dwindling from now to the end of time. There will only ever be less of it. So let's say you have a booster box that you got for $100. Well, as time goes forward, 95+% is ripped. So even if none of it was ripped, that set would still appreciate in price as it gets older, right? Because there's more nostalgia with it. It's older. It's not in print anymore. You don't have it constantly being restocked at Walmart and people are seeing it every day. So that's going to drive prices up. But on top of that, you have the fact that almost all of the product is getting ripped. So the number of sealed products out there is dwindling. So really, guys, you can't go wrong with sealed investing. Check out my other video if you have more questions about how to get started. And if you appreciate what I'm doing, if it helped, please like and subscribe. It really does help. Everyone says this, but it really does help the algorithm. And leave a comment. I like to see what you guys are saying, and I respond to every one of them. And lastly, share it with a friend if this helped you. That's about it, guys. Peace.